Greetings, folks. Zechs here again from an entry of my 13 Slays of Halloween. Today I'll be looking at The Lure. Now, this one is a very interesting one because I shown a poster, and the poster alone got me. I was like, okay, I have to see this film. This is very interesting. I was a little bit weary because the last Killer Mermaid movie I saw was, what was it? HBO. It had Rufus Sewell in it. I think Carla Gioni. I think that was just a movie of those two. It was during HBO's 2001 or to the 2002 phase, where they made all these really B-movie horror movies. That was one I remember. The other movie I remember was this killer robot movie, which had Tyler Mane of all people as a computer programmer who bites it early on. That's pretty much all I remember that movie. And then there was another one of Dan Aykroyd as Attack of a Killer Radioactive Spider, where Aykroyd played a cop who pretty much kills this. Well, spoiler, sorry, I spoiled the entire movie. This teenager who pretty much injected radioactive blood into himself to think of a spider, thinking he'd become like Spider-Man. Well, he does, but just that the man spider version. And then there was the Rufus Sewell. I think it's Carla Gioni. I think she was in this movie. I don't remember. I just remember Rufus Sewell was definitely in the movie. I remember it had Killer Mermaid. And I've talked too much of this Killer Mermaid, not talking about The Lure. So The Lure, I saw the trailer to it. Another thing that grabbed me was that it is very stylized as fuck. And I was like, okay, what the heck is going on here? Is this going to be a musical? Because there's a lot of music, costume changes, and looks like dancing and all this other stuff. And wow, this looks very much like a very dark version of Splash. And sure enough, it's kind of really is a dark version of Splash. It's about these two mermaids who go on land and start having a life, but also have to start killing some folks to ensure they remain that. And I have to say, the movie's very well acted, well shot. Fuck, I might be downloading the soundtrack to this movie. It's actually really well good. I found this movie on Vudu, just highly recommended there. I had to look and see if it's on Blu-ray somewhere. It probably is by now. If it's on Vudu, that should be on the Blu-ray somewhere. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, it's really well shot. I mean, it kind of reminds me of It Follows in a way where it's going for that a certain style and has that certain score of 80ness. It's basically another horror version of it. It's like it's a horror version of Atomic Blonde, where Atomic Blonde was going for that 80s grit and style. This movie's doing the same thing. And same thing like It Follows was doing. It was going for that thing. But instead of It Follows, where it was going for that Carpenter, De Palma look and style feel, this one goes for its own little thing with the genre itself and the era it was in. And it works. It really works. I mean, I didn't really expect where this movie would go, and where it went, I was like, the fuck? Fuck! And it doesn't hold anything back. I mean, you see shit that you won't forget. There's some great kills in this. There's some great shots in this. I mean, just wonderfully shot and beautifully acted by these two amazing actresses. I'll have to see what else they've done lately after this movie, before or after, or was this their first film. It's pretty good, I have to say. This was a very good movie compared to what happened last time. Oh God, I'm still suffering with blowdown. I wish I could drink something right now to forget that movie. It pisses me off still, that movie. God damn it. But anyway, The Lure was the very counterpiece to that. This was good horror. And I'm glad that I was recommended to see this movie, because this was actually fun to watch. I actually did enjoy this one. There's another one I have to look for, because this was actually a fun horror film. I mean, sure, it was depressing as fuck, but it still was a good horror film to watch and recommend. What more can I talk about this film? God damn it! I don't want to. It's another thing. I mean, I don't want to spoil the movie. I mean, I may spoil by revealing its grisly death and stuff, but I already told you this is a dark version of Splash, so that probably spoils what's going to happen in the movie anyway. Oh God, I'm just imagining some this movie with freaking Tom Hanks and okay, that's a fun image there. This movie with those two actors. So yeah, this was a fun movie. I have to admit, I highly recommend this movie. I don't know what to say about this movie. God damn it. It was fun. I highly recommend it. This was a good entry. I'm thankful that it was recommended to me. Uh, Tomorrow's is something I've been looking forward to for a long time. A long time. Since last year. See you then. Bye.